the start of the 88th event of the day. The men's varsity 4B final is underway. Casey, please take us down the course.
Thanks, Brad. Right off the start, it was Washington University at, again, I can't do rates on everybody, but WashU was about 44 strokes a minute, and they immediately got flagged for cutting over towards Stetson University's lane, and it probably took them about 10 strokes to get their boat back off the buoy line again, and hopefully they survived that a little anomaly there. But I look across there, it is in the middle of the course. Stetson and Washington University as our potential early leaders, but I tell you what, I can't tell that lane 2 Clemson is even much behind, if at all. Even again, in lane 5, Murray State early on, looks like they're holding in there as well, and I can't even forget Florida State on the far side. It's all pretty close. Clemson now looks like they have taken the advantage over Washington University there in the middle of the course. Clemson may even have the advantage on the entire field at this point. Now we see lane 6 here coming up on the inside. This is University of Texas that has not fallen back and actually may be making up ground on some of the other ones. Lane 5 right next to Murray State looks like they are now giving up some ground to Texas in lane 6.
When I see him, he's at 7 or 800.
Lane 4, Stetson University still chasing down lane 3 Clemson, lane 3 WashU, lane 2 Clemson, and I may have had this wrong unless we've had a drastic change. I didn't see this. Clemson now is our leader. They're coming past me now. It could have been a lead change, but Clemson with a boat length out. I've got 4 boats here, Brad, that it's hard to tell apart. Lanes 1, 3, 4, and 6 all within a couple of feet each other, and lane 5 trailing, but still overlapping those 4 boats for the second place position. Very good race. And I think I may have had Clemson wrong earlier on with WashU, because Clemson now with open water on the field, you can see their powerful drive through of the backs now propelling that boat past, and the other boats behind are left fighting for those second and third positions. But you know, it's not over yet. We got lots of strokes to go. We've seen tons of things happen in the second half as people get tired or others re-energize themselves.
Yeah, you're right. Clemson is the leader by about 1 length advantage as I see it from this camera angle. And lane 4, if I could give it to Stetson, Stetson seems to be moving out on lane 6 Texas here by just a few feet. But if you look across lane 3, which is WashU, right there as well. So you're exactly right. We've got a blanket over lane 6, 4, and 3 virtually. The lane 4 Stetson may have a deck advantage over the other 2.
You're out. Head back up to the 8 final.
Clemson had a good lead coming through, or let me say a lead of about 1 length at the 1,000-meter mark, but Stetson in lane 4 seems to be the fastest crew on the water right now. They seem to have charged up and are even with Clemson in that lane 4, Stetson lane 4, Clemson lane 2. Clemson orange and blue blades with an orange jersey, and Clemson dark green. You were seeing Clemson really put on the speed there in lane 4. Third place is probably the tough thing to call. We've got the outside lane Texas, and beside them we've got Murray State. but it's Washington U that I'm going to give the nod to currently in third place over in lane 3. So we'll have to take a look at that as it develops here. We're about 300 meters away from the finish line with the Clemson crew, and they now have moved out nicely again over the field. It's Clemson in solid control here, and they've developed that in the last 200 meters since we last spoke about it. Stetson dropping to second. Clemson came back through. As I said, Stetson was the leader there at about 500 meters to go. It is now Clemson again. Stetson may have used their tank of fuel and energy and sliding back, and all the crews are coming up. Outside crew, that'd be Florida State doing a nice job moving up. It's Florida State moving very, very well. Their rating is up, and they're moving past that Stetson crew. So the leader, Clemson, now I'm going to say second place is Florida State on the outside. They've been quiet over there. Their rating is very nice. They're at 35-36 stroke rating, and they're ahead by a deck. Now here comes Stetson again. Stetson now surging for the second place. Great push. Washington University coming across fourth. Murray State fifth, and Texas will be sixth. What a great job by that crew from Stetson. Florida State came up, took away, got a solid position.